Well, he claims he comes from royalty, and prosecutors say he's living like it. A Channel 3 exclusive has uncovered what law enforcement is calling an outrageous case of food stamp fraud. The investigator, Tom Meyer, is the only reporter inside this county investigation.
You're watching an unusual sight. Exclusive video of a police motorcade rolling through the palatial Red Raider Trails neighborhood in Geauga County. A criminal investigation spearheaded by Geauga County Prosecutor Jim Flays has brought police to a mansion owned by Ali Pascal Mavi, a businessman who says he's the son of an Iranian prince. Armed with a search warrant, law enforcement officers seized boxes of records and computers looking for evidence of theft and fraud. In this 7-page affidavit, investigators say Mavi collected Medicaid benefits. They also say he received an average of $300 a month in food stamps for about 2 years while living a lavish lifestyle in Russell Township.
They have a $350 a month cable bill. They drive luxury vehicles. Their mortgage payments over $4,700 a month.
The county says Mavi's nearly 8,000 square foot home is valued at $800,000. 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, and a 4-car garage on nearly 6 acres of land. Mavi needs the big garage. There's his wife driving a Lexus. Police are checking out the BMW one of 3 adult children drives. In addition to those 2 cars, the affidavit says Mavi also had a Cadillac Escalade and a Porsche registered to him. We found Brandy Baylaw getting around on foot. She and her family need food stamps just to survive. What would happen to you and your family if you did not have food stamps?
We would be homeless because we can barely make our bills as it is. The food stamps and the health care help us.
Back at the mansion, we found an in-ground swimming pool and a driveway leading to a very impressive wood-paneled stable with horses. Investigators found Mavi buying wine, iTunes, movie tickets, groceries at Whole Foods, and dinners at some of the better restaurants in Chagrin Falls. On his LinkedIn page, Mavi says he splits his time between Ohio and St. Lucia in the Caribbean.
It does appear that he might have some off-seas real estate and properties, I think in St. Lucia.
Investigators say they uncovered 14 bank accounts, including a Swiss account with more than $4 million. But Mavi told investigators that he and his family were living on church donations and loans from friends. Prosecutor Flays said the family is even receiving assistance to pay their utility bills.
It's just kind of that take whatever you can get attitude.
Mavi says he's innocent. He insisted he qualifies for food stamps, and if people don't like the system, they should change it. He also says the $4 million Swiss bank account was his father's and claims there's nothing in it. No one has been charged in this case, but it's an ongoing investigation, and prosecutors believe crimes were committed.
And now, Channel 3 News at 6.
From the outside, it looks like I'm living like a king, but I assure you I'm not.
A shocking admission from a Geauga County millionaire who's been receiving food stamps and Medicaid. He now admits he's worth $120 million. The investigator, Tom Meyer, broke this story wide open last night. He's back after hundreds of you expressed outrage. The system is broken.
But people who need it can't get it because of people like this who take advantage of the system.
Disgusting.
And Tom Meyer joins us. You talked to the man at the center of all this, Tom.
Yes, Sarah. Ali Pascal Mavi is the son of an Iranian prince. He's not only worth $120 million, but he says he owns 70% of a resort on the beautiful island of St. Lucia in the Caribbean. Now, Mavi spoke to us exclusively as we investigate the system that allowed him to collect food stamps and other public assistance.
Welcome to St. Lucia, a paradise island with luxury resorts and dramatic waterfalls.
Harrison Ford came down to our resort.
The man who says he owns 70% of one island resort splits his time between St. Lucia and his 8,000 square foot mansion here in Russell Township.
If you have the ability to borrow $10 million, why are you on food stamps?
Meet Ali Pascal Mavi, the son of an Iranian prince. The same man who received about $300 a month in food stamps for 2 years in addition to Medicaid benefits and assistance to pay his utility bills.
We used to go to restaurants every Friday. We don't go our outing. We don't go to movie theaters.
Mavi estimates he's worth about $120 million, yet he claims he qualifies for assistance because he's virtually broke. He says he's living off welfare and thousands of dollars in loans, which aren't considered for eligibility.
The system is that loans are not income, pursuant to federal law.
Prosecutors say Mavi has failed to report the loans and is also confusing loans with investors' money. Police recently raided Mavi's mansion here in Geauga County, where only one investigator is working 100 cases of food stamp fraud. Mavi had been collecting thousands in benefits from a welfare system that even the man in charge says is in need of repair.
The system is inefficient, and the system is not set up to truly protect Ohio's taxpayer dollars.
Mavi, like any food stamp recipient, can apply for benefits in the comfort of their own home. In Mavi's case, that includes a stable with horses, an in-ground swimming pool, and a 4-car garage on nearly 6 acres. The days of screening applicants with face-to-face interviews are mostly over. Now, eligibility is basically determined over the phone.
The information that we get from them, we generally have to assume that it's truthful.
So why would Mavi, a millionaire who prosecutors say has a $4 million Swiss bank account, even bother with public assistance?
A number of people who feel that if they can scam something from the government, they're going to.
The food stamp administrator in Geauga County is calling for reforms that would require more than the honor system to receive benefits.
Tom is back with the latest developments.
You've been indicted by a Geauga County grand jury on 4 felony counts. Would you like to see? I broke the news to Ali Pascal Mavi at his Geauga County mansion. A grand jury indicted Mavi, the son of an Iranian prince, on 4 felony counts. Medicaid fraud, food stamp fraud, and theft. Do you have any comment?
I'm not guilty.
Prosecutors say Mavi defrauded Medicaid out of $45 grand and also scammed $8,400 in food stamps, all while living large in a nearly 8,000 square foot home valued at $800,000. Geauga County prosecutor Jim Flays.
I absolutely believe he should serve time behind bars.
Mavi is facing 4.5 years behind bars if convicted. Prosecutors are still sorting through overseas bank accounts, including a Swiss account with $4 million.
Literally millions of dollars involved in what was going in and what was coming out of his accounts, that it made the investigation very difficult.
Mavi says he owns 70% of this beautiful island resort. He had been working on a deal to sell airplane parts to Iran.
I worked really hard to get Iran to buy Boeing instead of Airbus, and I lost that because of this.
Mavi had boasted that he's got friends in high places that could help the criminal case go away. Will you solicit the help of your friend, President-elect Donald Trump?
I have no comment on that.
Mavi says he and his lawyer plan to fight the charges. His defense begins next month when he's scheduled to appear in court to tell a judge he's not guilty. Prosecutors will seek a court order prohibiting Mavi from leaving the country. Russ?
Tom, thanks a lot.
Sure.
Appreciate it.